Right, how do I claim a POAP? How do I get my first POAP? Welcome to That NFT Podcast. I'm your host, Kieran Headley. Today we're speaking about POAPs, Proof of Attendance Protocols. You can use POAPs in many ways in your business. You can collect them. You can even sell them. So essentially they're free money because Proof of Attendance Protocols are free to get. In fact, I've got my own Proof of Attendance protocol that I'm offering you guys, my listeners, as a gift. All right. And how to get that, I'll speak about in a second. All right. And eventually, my idea is to eventually make these worthwhile so that you can actually go ahead and sell them. And what I've done actually is I've recorded a podcast about POAPs, which is what you're listening to now. This is part 1. Now, after part 1, I highly recommend going to listening to part 2 as well, as you can understand a little bit about the mechanisms and what's behind them to create them as well. But in part 1, we're going to be speaking about what POAPs are, which are essentially free NFTs, and how you can use them, and even how you can go ahead and sell them as well. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, I'm going to let you guys know how you can collect your absolutely, maybe first, but free POAP from myself. It is called the Mini Course Melon. The Mini Course Melon, all you need to do is you want to go to the link in the show notes of this podcast, and essentially it's a free course in how to move through fear and anxiety. And it's just a 3-day mini course, and all you have to do is you do the free mini course. It's completely free, right? Once you've done the mini course, you message me and share with me your takeaways, 3 main takeaways. That's all you have to do. And then you get a free POAP, and I actually share with you the instructions in terms of how to make your own ETH wallet, how to get the POAP app, and then how to combine the two, and then download your free POAP. And then it's yours. It's completely yours. So head over to that link, and you can do the course for free there, and you can get your own free POAP. So without further ado, guys, I'd love to introduce you to what POAPs are and more about them. Anyway, let's go. And kia ora whānau. So welcome to That NFT Podcast. Today we're speaking about POAPs. What the heck are POAPs? I'm going to tell you. I'm also going to tell you as well how you can use them, how you can claim them, in other words, get them or mint them, all right? How you can sell them even. Yes, you can actually sell POAPs that you get for free, and I'll explain a bit about that. How you can even make them. So I'm going to try to keep this as succinct as possible. So this isn't probably the most detailed how-to tutorial. However, I'm going to try to keep it succinct yet also practical the whole way through and easy to follow as much as possible. If you can, of course, understand my Kiwi accent. Now, today, my nervous system, I'm very well aware, is quite fatigued, all right? I've been doing so much these last few months that my system has been slowly but surely as well coming to a place of fatigue. I'm noticing that. So, my brain is a little bit all over the place, not fully present as I normally would be. So excuse any sort of mishaps or weird explanations that might come out of me. Okay, I'm going to do my best. Now, I'm already losing myself a little bit. So before we start, I will announce that I have officially created my first POAP. Woohoo! How cool is that, right? It's going to be called, well, it is called Mini Course Melon. Yes, quite literally it is called that, all right? Now, it's this cool watermelon dude holding up the shakas, which my friend Nicholas Samps created for me. So he is now officially my digital artist going forward. He is fantastic. Exactly the kind of art that I want for my POAPs that I'm doing. Now, the POAPs that I'm doing, in order for you to even get to the POAPs that I'm doing, which are going to be worth, well, that's my intention anyway. I can never guarantee it, but it's my intention that they're going to be worth money in the future, which is great. And you get them for free, right? My very first one, only 500 people can get it. All right, so I've created 501, so one of them's for me, and 500 people who are the very first 500 people to do my free mini course, which is to decrease anxiety and fear in 3 days. All right, because that's actually my main work. It's my main business, is business in the anxiety and fearlessness space, especially with coaches and consultants. That's where I'm moving toward. But that course is for anyone and everyone. The first 500 people that finish it get a free POAP. And they get their mini course Melon. Yeah, so head over there. The link will be in the description. You can go there, do the course, and you can claim the POAP. The rules to claim it, all right, because there are particular rules for you to be able to claim it, are at the video at the very bottom of the website, and you will actually have to go through the course in order for me to be 100% sure that you actually did execute on the course so that you can actually claim your POAP, because there are specific rules that I give so that I can ensure that I know that you actually did the course, right? Because I'm encouraging people to better themselves. That's actually why I'm doing it this way. Now, with that being said, I'll talk more about my POAP later, all right? We want to get into what that is. Well, what is this POAP that you're talking about, right? It specifically means proof of attendance protocol. All right. Now, proof of attendance protocol essentially meaning it is proving that you've attended something. So for my case, right, the proof is in you've executed on the mini course. You haven't just shown up, but you've actually focused and intently consumed the information. All right, because I can tell based on what you communicate with me, based on the rules that I share in claiming the POAP. Now, there are a few ones that I've as well attended, right? So I'm going to actually get up the ones that I've attended now. I've only attended 3, so I haven't even done that many, to be honest. But I've done Discord Day 1, first IT stage, which is the impact theory one, the very first one that they did. I've seen that one, which was claimed for free, by the way, sell on OpenSea for 0.3 Ethereum. In other words, 1,900 New Zealand dollars, which is around about 1,300 US dollars. That is crazy. They got it for free and they sold it for that. But that doesn't mean all of them will sell, right? It's particularly more for collectors, because right now, these POAPs haven't shown true utility. I'm going to have utility for my POAPs, but those POAPs haven't shown utility. However, I have a feeling that they will, particularly things like ones that are a part of companies like Impact Theory, or are, for example, VFriend ones. So I've got a VFriend one here, which is VFriend's X Christie's, which is the very first VFriend POAP ever to be minted. Well, not ever to be minted, but created, sorry. And I minted one. And how many people managed to claim one? There were 23,000 people that got to claim that one. That's quite a lot. However, the Impact Theory one, there was only 840. So I got one of those 840. Another one I've got is VFriend's NFT Red Zone week 6. So there were only 348 people that claimed that, right? So I can quite clearly see on my POAP app. And I'll talk about that as well in this. So stay tuned for more awesome juiciness, right? Now, in attending this event, all right, and it was an online event, I could claim the POAP, and by claiming the POAP, it then shows up in my on my Ethereum wallet, but it is under, all right, which is, I'm going to get it up now, it is under the bit of a blank XDAI. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, POAPs are actually created and they live on the XDAI chain, which is a side chain to the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, now that essentially means that it's actually not too insane to be able to get your POAP, which will then exist on the XDAI chain, and convert it over onto the mainnet, all right, which is essentially where a lot of the other NFTs exist, where you sort of buy and sell and trade on places like OpenSea, so the marketplace like OpenSea, which is the on the mainnet space. All right. Now, so for example, when you go to Etherscan, all right, which is essentially a tool that you can go to and you can see all your transactions. You can see how much gas you spent on every transaction. You can look at other people's transactions. All right. That is transactions that happen within mainnet. All right. Now, what do we want to talk about around POAPs? I wrote down some notes, so I want to make sure that I actually address this. Right. How do I claim a POAP? How do I get my first POAP? All right. The very first thing you're going to do, if you haven't already made an Ethereum wallet, all right, you want to go to MetaMask and, well, you want to download MetaMask. All right. You can do that on your phone. You can do that on your laptop. Very easy. Just go to MetaMask. I think it's .io or something rather, and you can go to the App Store, all right, and you download MetaMask. You create your wallet, all right. Now you can use any other wallet as well that does have Ethereum capabilities, but also it must have NFT capabilities. So MetaMask is the easiest one that I know of, and I use it. And once you've got a MetaMask, all right, make sure that you do save your seed phrase. You don't give out your seed phrase. You don't tell anyone your seed phrase. It doesn't matter if they say that they need it. They don't need it, all right? Only you need your seed phrase. Never give it out. Keep it somewhere safe. Don't lose it, all right? Now, once you've got your MetaMask, what you want to do is you want to download the POAP app. So you go to the App Store on your phone, or you can just go to the POAP website. It's much easier on your phone though. And you just type in POAP, POAP. You download that app. You can also as well, of course, go to the website, which is POAP. So POAP.xyz is the website, okay? Or Z for those that say it differently. And once you're there, okay, then you just essentially insert your wallet ID, your wallet address into the POAP app or on the POAP website. So if you go to the POAP website and you want to look at the tokens that you have, you want to go to app.poap.xyz/scan. Okay, so that's app, in other words, app.poap.xyz. That's a lot of letters right there, random letters at that. All right, /scan. All right, and then you go there and then you insert your wallet address there. And once you do, then you'll be able to see your NFTs. Fantastic, right? So like I said, it's much easier on your phone. So you just go on your phone, you put in your wallet address, and that's where you'll see your POAPs. Now, to claim a POAP, there are 3 ways to claim a POAP, right? The first way is you'll get a claim link or a claim code. So that's the way that I'm distributing my 500 POAPs of mini course Malone, all right? Now, you will get a unique link. You go to the unique link, usually because POAP right now I think is having some difficulties and has had difficulties with this for as long as I know anyway, is if it takes you straight to the POAP app, it probably won't work and it will say invalid link. It might work, but it might not. And if it doesn't work, then instead you go to a web browser instead. You paste your unique link in the web browser, and then it'll take you to a place where you can claim and or mint, right? The POAP, right? So essentially, you know, the POAP is this free NFT, all right? Now you click claim, you enter your wallet address that you got on your MetaMask and or your Ethereum wallet, and you get your free NFT, woohoo! Right, especially if you're getting a Malone. Oh man, such a weird way of saying it. And then within about 1 or 2 minutes, usually it's going to show up in your wallet, all right? So it might take a minute or two, won't show up instantly, but yeah, it'll show up eventually, usually. If you're having any issues, it's probably to do with either the code has already been used, it's either invalid and or you're having issues on your end, or it's probably something to do with the provider, all right? But usually providers will hopefully be pretty onto it. The other way you can claim is if you, when providers create their own POAP website, which is basically you can just go to the website and you can mint it using the website. The thing is, anyone with that web link can mint or claim a POAP from that link. So they don't really have to meet any standards. Whereas I will only give out my claim link, right, to those that have actually met those certain standards and qualifications in order to get it, prerequisites essentially. Right, now the third and final way that you can claim a POAP is you'll get a claim password, right? So how this would work is you would, sorry, there's just someone outside. You would get a password and you go to the POAP app, and all you do is once you're at the POAP app, I'll just go through it so I can explain it properly. There'll be a mint button that will be under My Collection. So you go to My Collection, which is in the bottom features. You tap on that and you'll see a mint button. You tap Mint Plus and you'll see secret word. You tap on that secret word and you type in the secret phrase or whatever the phrase is that they gave you. Okay. And yeah, pretty straightforward. And also as well, you'll see scan QR code. So some websites will use a QR code instead. And you might even get a POAP 6-digit code. All right, so these are all the different ways that you can get a POAP. Now, this is going to depend on what the provider has decided to produce their POAPs with. All right. Now, for example, with the VFriends one and for the yeah, for the VFriends one, essentially they just gave us, I think it was a secret word. So that's why there's so many, because so many people, it was just so easy to get, right? You just had the secret word, you typed it in, and boom, you had it. With the impact theory one, which I saw go for 0.3 ETH for one of the sales, which is pretty cool. For the impact theory one, you had to go on to a Discord voice chat. So it was Tom Ballou, and he was just sharing a bunch of stuff, talking about his project. And basically on the voice chat, they announced that you want to go to this part of the Discord chat and you want to click on this claim form and put in your wallet address. So that's what we did, right? We put in our wallet address, and then within a day or so, boom, we had our impact theory POAP, right? So these were what that was one example of how it was done. Another way was for my VFriend NFT Red Zone Week 6 one, which is just a skeleton going like rah, like that with a random cap. Because VFriends is also in collaboration with DraftKings, which is a esport company, from my understanding anyway. And also virtual sports team company. I actually have no idea how it works, but something along those lines. They were doing a chat and I attended it, and they said, message this person and say this to them. And that was it, right? So I messaged that person and I said that, whatever that was, to them. So that obviously is proof that I'd attended. And then they sent me a claim link and I went onto the claim link and I got it. But there was only one claim link. I tried sharing it with my friends, but it didn't work because I had already claimed it. No one else could claim it. So that's some examples of how people might use it. Now, how to get a lot of POAPs is you can either go to the POAP website. If you go to the POAP website, you'll be able to go to POAP events. I'm just going to try find it now to make it. If I go to POAP home, okay, once I'm at POAP home, so there should be a POAP events. I'm just going to Google it because I can't actually find it on the website. It's probably on the website somewhere, but I honestly cannot see it. All right, so if you go to the website is oh, the door's going to slam, skadoosh. So you want to go to app.poap.xyz/admin/events is the site. So there you go. All right. Now, once you're on that website, you will be able to see a bunch of POAPs that have been registered. All right. And all you really do is you can, if you know the name of them, so if you search Melon, you'll probably find a bunch of the trial ones that I did. So you won't find it there. Instead, you just want to type in mini-course and you'll find course Malone, all right? And you'll be able to find that one there. And when you click on it, it will take you to the website of the free event or free course that I've run. And also as well, if you click on the button on the far right side, which is like this pen to paper thing, then it will take you to the details of it all right? Now, you can try edit it, but because you don't have the event code, you won't be able to edit it. Only I have the event code. And I'm not telling you what that is because, that means you can edit it, and I don't want that. All right. Now, from here, sometimes if you click on, so I'm actually going to start screen recording here so that you guys can actually follow along with what I'm doing if you're on YouTube, okay? But don't worry if you're not following along right now on that. It'll be pretty straightforward. All right, so the very top one that comes up, because I'm not searching anything, is Alchemist, the Crucible Sessions featuring Mecha 95. Awesome. So that is officially starting the 2nd of December, it seems. Yep, so it hasn't started yet, but I click on it and it takes me straight to their Discord. All right, now I'm not going to enter, but essentially I'm assuming that if you are in the Discord, there'll be a specific way in order to get a POAP in one of their events that they'll probably run in the Discord. All right, here we go. Here's another one. 16038 is the event number, and it's Jab 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 Giving Tuesday 21. All right, and that event started as of the 30th of November. So yesterday for me, but today for the Americans. And I click on it and it just takes me back to the same page. So it didn't take me anywhere else, which means that they haven't linked anything. All right. So yeah, that's a good way to find it. But sometimes they might take you to a particular page where you can claim your free POAP, right? Now that might be an easy way to find a bunch of free POAPs, but a lot of them won't even be worth anything and will probably won't have any utility, which means that they'll just be redundant and won't really be anything at all. Okay. So that's an easy way to find them. But the best way to find them is to follow people that actually have an NFT project. And a lot of the time, many NFT projects will be giving out POAPs for certain events that you'll attend. And when they say, hey, come to this event, we're giving away a POAP, that's usually what they'll say. You just go to the event. Usually it's online, and then you can, then they'll share about the details about how to claim your POAP, and then you go and get your POAP, and you have it in your POAP app, and you ride around with it, which is so cool. So that's that's really the easiest way to get all that stuff. Now, what else do we want to touch on? Because my mind isn't super focused today. Okay, so yeah, what makes them valuable? So like I said, is just essentially if there is any utility. So for example, with mine, I'm going to be doing certain giveaways eventually. If you have a certain amount of the POAPs that I'm going to be doing for the different things that I'm going to be launching, right, you'll be able to access certain things that other people won't be able to access. Yeah, you might get access to coaching with myself for free, right? So you might get a free session, or you might get access to a specific event. But yeah, those are certain examples. I know that if you have impact theory ones, I'm pretty sure Tom Ballou did mention at one point that you'll get certain things that other people will not, because you are showing up and supporting the events where others wouldn't be. So if you have a certain number of the POAPs, then I'm sure that you'll get special access in some shape or form. So those are just examples. And then like I said earlier, you can also as well try sell it. Now, again, it's probably going to be more so the collectors out there that are serious about that or see potential value in it because they recognize, oh, this project provider might be providing value here. Right now, how you can find POAPs that are in secondary sales, and then I'll talk about how you can sell your POAPs, okay, is if you go to OpenSea, right? So I'm on OpenSea now, and because I've searched something, I'm going to delete that. Goodbye. That didn't, yeah, I don't want that. No, I don't want that either. I just want to type in POAP. So when you go to OpenSea, all right, OpenSea.io, hopefully you know what that is by now. If you don't, then please listen to the earlier episodes. It'll be POAP with a blue tick next to it, all right? And I go there and it says, right now there's 33,500 items. There will be one more when I'm done with it, all right? But not today because I'm going to be placing up my watermelon. Nah, not today, maybe one day. And there's 20.5 thousand owners there, and the floor price is very, very low. It's because people don't usually buy POAPs. Some, like I said, some collectors will, and some people that see value in it will. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see a bunch of POAPs that people have listed. Now, how to navigate through this? I've got under the search bar, okay, if you go items, you'll see sort of search and you'll see single items and you'll see recently sold. I've selected recently sold so I can see what some of the POAPs have sold for. Right now, a lot of those recently sold have sold for less than 0.1 ETH, so that's not much at all. It's a few bucks, and it's probably cost them more to list it so that they can sell it, because it does cost gas when you're trying to convert your POAP from the POAP app onto OpenSea, the mainnet exchange, so you can sell it on OpenSea. But essentially, all the most recent sales in the POAP space have been 0.01 roughly on average, which is, oh no, sorry, that's listed. Okay, so that's showing me floor. It says it's meant to show recently sold. All right. Well, anyway, now it's going to show recently sold. That didn't work either. OpenSea is having a laugh right now. That didn't work. That's all right. Well, we'll just go to activity. All right, we'll go to activity. Here we go. All right. Now, let's see. While someone sold it for $10, they would have paid more on gas. Whoa! Oh, it's because Adidas. The Adidas did this really cool POAP that I saw, and because I don't have yeah. Anyway, long story short, I had to have an American iTunes account. All right. Now, I could essentially have just created one and converted my App Store iTunes login to America, but it's just too much hassle. I couldn't be bothered. But anyway, essentially, I half regret that now because some of them are selling for half an ETH. In other words, $2,500 US, and that is something like 4,000 New Zealand dollars. I could have easily done that because, yeah, anyway, I regret it now. Here we go. All right. Now, I'm scrolling through. There's Punk's comic. That's interesting. That sold for almost 3,000 US. Some of the Adidas ones are selling for literally over 3,000 US. So in other words, almost 5,000 New Zealand. That's crazy. Yep, big regrets right now. Oh, wow. A lot of the recent ones, literally in the last few days, have been Adidas. But I'm not surprised because, yeah, anyway. If you're seeing companies like Adidas and Nike and all these other companies that are getting into the metaverse and are finding ways to be smart, Adidas is being a genius in the space, by the way, and I'll probably do a podcast even just on them at some stage, talking about what they're doing and why their strategy is genius and why they're going to kick Nike's ass, excuse the French, in the metaverse. But yeah, I'm just going through all this and a lot of it's just Adidas, so I'm going to stop. But yeah, you get the point, right? Now you know how to find that stuff. Now, if you're interested in a particular project, let's just say you've minted a particular project, okay, and how you can see the projects that you've minted. If you go to app. I did say it earlier, but it's app.poap.xyz/scan, and you can go explore my collection. And this is only, of course, if you're on a web browser. All right, you'll do it this way, but otherwise you would do it on your phone and go to the POAP app and then go select a particular NFT POAP. Okay, so I'm just going to select Gary's first VFriend one, which had, you know, some ridiculous number, which is like 23,000 or something, and it's just loading because my internet's slow. Load. Let's go. Super speed internet. Definitely not fiber. Here we go. Okay, so I've got VFriends X Christie's 10/01. I'm going to copy that name. I'm going to go to the POAP on OpenSea, all right, the POAP account on OpenSea. Once I go there, I want to make sure I'm on items. I go search in the bar below search, okay, next to single items, and then I press enter. Now, this is going to take me to show all of the, only the VFriend X Christie's 10/01. All right, and I basically can see all of them here, which is fantastic. Okay, all the ones that are listed on OpenSea anyway, and there's going to be a lot of them that aren't. There's only 115 listed, and there's like 23,000 total. So only a few people have converted. But this is how you can find them, and you can also go. Of course, you can go recently sold, right? And there we go. The last one that was sold for 0.01, and there was another sold for 0.03, 0.04. Yeah, none of them have really sold for much. The most one sold for was 0.15, which is decent, right? So that was probably worthwhile, but that was only one out of, 23,000. So, you can see how right now at the moment with POAP still being very small, still up and coming, and because it's a very saturated space, of course, at the same time with not a whole lot of people that understand it, then yeah, naturally the value is going to be low. But if you get in early and you get some goodies right now, yeah, you could probably be holding on to some good gems right now, particularly like an Adidas one. Dang. What else did I want to? So this, if you're watching, all right, this is the one that I meant sold for 0.3 Ether, which is the impact theory one. All right. And you can look down at item activity, which I am on if you're again watching the screen, and you'll see 0.3. It was a sale, right? They tried listing it for 1.3 Ether, didn't sell, so they lowered it to 0.3 and eventually it sold. But it took them over a month by the looks of it to be able to sell it. But hey, they made almost about $2,000, so pretty good. Now, you understand how to find your POAPs. So how do we list them? How do we list them on OpenSea? Well, it's actually pretty straightforward.